Here with Katrina Nordick of the UMC women's basketball team. Just talking to you a little bit about your career as we head into senior day on Saturday. Just first off, talk about how it was that you ended up at UMC 4 years ago. How were you recruited, and what was the whole process like?
Yeah, I was just, recruited by a couple other schools in the conference too, and I had some visits scheduled and everything in the same couple of weeks. I wanted to make my decision before I started my senior year of volleyball too, so I think I came up here at the beginning of August, and I had a couple other visits scheduled later that week, and I actually ended up canceling them, and I committed here the next day. So.
Just who was the primary person that recruited you? Coach Roisland, or was it Malin, or?
Yeah, it was basically Roisland.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just what was it about UMC when you got here that really attracted you to both the school and the basketball program?
Coach was a big part of it. He just really stuck out to me in a big way. I really thought I would enjoy playing for him a lot, and then also just a small campus and being close to home was a big part of it for me too.
You've gotten the chance to play all 4 years as a starter for the Golden Eagles. Just talk about having that opportunity, and how do you think you've developed the most over the 4 years? Just what part of your game?
I guess I would have to say I've definitely developed into just being more versatile. In high school I was just strictly a post pretty much, and now I've kind of developed my outside game to be able to penetrate, and also just my outside shot.
Just how much work did that take to be able to, become the driver that you are today, and also just be able to knock down the three-point shot at a better clip like you are able to as a senior this year?
Yeah, it takes time and everything, but a lot of it is, coaches, and they see what I could do to become better, and they've pushed me to work on those things, especially over the summer. That's where a lot of the improvement has come, is over the summertime, and yeah, it's definitely time and it's dedication, but it's so worth it.
You've been here all 4 years with Megan Taylor and Alexa Thielman, who will also have senior day with you. How have both of those players helped to push you, and how have you pushed them to become better players as you have been here the whole time with those girls?
Yeah, they both bring different things. Megan's just the type of player that's going to work hard all the time, and she's always going to push you, and we go against each other in practice a lot of the time in the post too, and she just works hard all the time on rebounds and everything. So she's just really taught me a lot about working hard and not taking plays off. And then Alexa seems to have a little bit more knowledge about the game than me, so she's more of like the mental aspect of things and helping to point things out to me or talk about games afterwards and film and that type of thing.
You and Alexa have a pretty close relationship, being roommates, and again being together all 4 years. Just talk about how you guys feed off each other, and just what your guys' relationship is like on the court and off the court. You've talked a little bit about it.
I guess we are close enough that we're not afraid to call each other out and tell each other when the other one's doing something wrong and we need to fix it, or just step up, or if we're having a bad attitude one day, or we're not afraid to just say, hey, let's go figure this out. And but we are also very, very close and very happy for each other's success, so I think that's a big part of it.
You guys have been able to accomplish a lot as a team these last 2 years, and you're obviously not done yet here, but just talk about what you think has changed overall in the culture to be able to, now you'll officially host 2 home playoff games, the first 2 home playoff games that any sport has ever had here, and then also hopefully get back to the NSIC tournament, the quarterfinals at the Pentagon, which you guys saw right out the window of our hotel last week.
Yeah. I guess a big thing that I just have to keep going back to is just the leadership. I felt a big difference last year with how Ebony and Ashley Martell and Kenzie just kind of handled themselves compared to the past, like how they really stepped up as leaders for us last year, and me and Lex and Megan too, just really trying to be happy for our younger players and their success. I don't think we had that as much in the years past, and we really do just try to focus and stress the team concept these last couple of years more than ever. It's just everybody's contributing, everybody's happy for each other, and we're all having fun and winning together as a team.
You have the unique thing of this year being married.
Mm-hmm.
Just how has that changed? I mean, probably not a whole lot because he's in Bemidji and you're still here, but just how exciting has that been having that in your life with Josh, and just talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, it's awesome to have like the team I have to support me and my family, but with Josh, I guess it's just another level of support, especially like when things aren't going so good for me basketball wise. He's always there for me, and it's been really great, even though, like you said, we're not at the same place right now, but he's always there for me and kind of helps me out when I'm feeling down a lot of times, so it's been really great.
You've still got a few weeks, hopefully more and more opportunity to play basketball, but once you're done, I know your plans to go back to Perham. Talk a little bit about that and what you're going to do after you're done with school here.
Yeah, so me and Josh are planning to move back to our home in Perham, and we're actually living in the house I grew up in on the farm, and he has a job lined up in town, and I'm going to work for my brother on the dairy farm and hopefully start our own family and go from there.
Just what is it about the dairy farm that just drew you back in? Obviously you grew up on it, but what is it that you love so much about that lifestyle?
A big thing is just the amount of family time you get. I'm going to be a stay-at-home mom, obviously, along with that, and the amount of time that we were able to spend with our parents and my siblings growing up was just, something that it's irreplaceable, and you just can't get that with a lot of other jobs. So that was a big thing, and then I'm just really passionate about farming, I guess, and just working hard every day to, do something you feel accomplished for every single day, and you never feel like your work isn't good for something. It's always going to something good. So.
Okay. Like I was saying, I know you're going to end up in the top 5 of a lot of records here, but I know that's something you're not about. You're much more about the team. Just what is the legacy that you do want to leave once you're done here?
I guess one of the main things I just like to pass on to the younger players is just positive leadership, and I've really just tried to stress this year, personally myself, just being really happy and cheering for the younger players and trying to encourage them when they're down, and just really trying to show them with my actions and everything just how happy I am for their success, and just pass on that positive leadership.
Okay.